History repeated itself at UFC 281. Just like their prior kickboxing match, Israel Adesanya was firmly in control of the fight before Alex Pereira managed to land a devastating blow on Adesanya and defeated him once more. The shocking finish naturally provided some incredible reactions and comments from the MMA world. So let's take a look at how everyone reacted to the Israel Adesanya versus Alex Pereira fight. Starting with the boss himself, Dana White. White knew right away he had something special when Pereira made his UFC debut. And we imagine this couldn't have gone any better for the UFC president, as the rematch between Adesanya and Pereira will be one of the biggest events in recent years. But let's listen to what Dana had to say about the fight and the results.
I don't know if you guys have headphones over on your side, but the corner in Pereira's corner that round, it was like straight out of a movie. I want to hear what the corner work's going to be, so I put the headphones on, and one of his trainers, I don't know who it was like, "You're losing this fucking fight. You need to knock him out in this round. You have to move forward. You have to throw punches and bunches. You have to throw combinations. Let your fucking hands go. You're going to be a world champion in 5 minutes." And then he gets up and goes out there, and it was seriously straight out of a movie.
That's incredible. No, I haven't seen that yet, so we'll look forward to that. The stoppage, I mean, there's some people, let the guy fall. I mean, he looked like he was taking some pretty heavy shots. Were you okay with the stoppage in the main event?
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with the stoppage. You just said it now. I don't know. I mean, he was hurt. He obviously wasn't out, but he seemed pretty hurt to me.
Yeah. Have you had a chance to talk to Israel at all since the result?
No.
Now, Dana was talking about the epic corner work of the former light heavyweight champ, Glover Teixeira, who joined the UFC commentators after the fight was over to share his excitement and what was going through his head in those final seconds. Just take a listen to Glover.
This guy, he didn't smile this big when he won the title.
Everybody's so happy.
I was more excited for the...
Look at this guy.
How much of a big part of your resurgence has to do with training with Alex and the two of you training together?
Man, you know, the vibe and the friendship that we have, and I don't know, it's just a good vibe, man. You know, he felt good over there, and I told him, enjoy the moment.
You told him 5th round, go crazy because you're down.
I did, I say, and he looked at me like this. Do I have to knock him out? I say, you better knock him out. Because if you want this, you better knock him out.
How good does this feel?
I don't know what's going on. You see the fight, how many times he got closer to Adesanya. He wasn't throwing the combos that we work on in the chest because it's hard to hit his head. But eventually, he did it in the 5th. I'm so happy, man.
And now you got a title fight.
But let's shift gears slightly and see some live reactions of the finish. First, we have Henry Cejudo, and the man that had previously given Adesanya his toughest fight at 185 pounds, Kelvin Gastelum.
Ooh! He got it right! He got it right! I called it. Oh my God. He's crying. Oh my God. Early stoppage. That's not real. Guys, you guys just saw another witness. What a fight! What a fight!
Now, of course, a lot of Cejudo's excitement stems from the fact that he predicted Pereira to win via KO. So he definitely was right on that one. Another live reaction we have is of former middleweight king Robert Whittaker. Whittaker has been on his A game recently, defeating everyone not named Adesanya, but he will go from being the second best 185-pounder to the third best after UFC 281. But let's see what his reaction was first.
He hits too hard. Down he goes. Down he goes. Shit. Pereira's bombing. Izzy's out on his feet and done.
Oh my goodness.
Out. Okay, wow. Stop.
Wow.
What did I say? What did I say, Whittaker? What did I say? when you hit as hard as Pereira, he's dangerous all the way through the 5th round, and that's gotta suck.
Now, Whitaker's reaction is probably similar to most of us, just at a complete loss for words. The same can be said for a majority of fighters who were watching the fight live. Take a look at the Fighters Row reaction just seconds after Adesanya lost. But one person who is never at a loss for words is Michael Bisping. He wasted no time in getting his reaction up for everyone to see. This is what Bisping had to say about the fight.
Now, this is the real talking point here. Was the fight stopped early? Right, I'm a friend of Mark Goddard's. I would never throw him under a bus publicly. And to be honest, I don't think it was stopped early. However, I think there is a discussion to have. You know, if I was Israel, I'd be pretty annoyed. I love Mark Goddard. He's one of the best in the business. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about from a fighter's perspective. If I want to have my belt taken off me, right, I want to be choked unconscious and left on the floor in Madison Square Garden. That's exactly what GSP did to me. But I think at that level of the game, you can maybe let it go a little bit longer. But fighter safety is absolutely paramount. Izzy was looking at the floor, but he was on the feet and he was kind of moving the head. So that is somewhat defensive, but still, nonetheless, it certainly wasn't a bad stoppage. You know, there's a conversation there to have. It wasn't a bad stoppage at all, and Alex Pereira is the new middleweight champion of the world, and it just shows how dangerous this man is and the power.
And another man who isn't afraid to give his 2 cents on a situation is Chael Sonnen, and he had a lot to say about this title fight. So let's take a listen to what the American Gangster had to say.
I was impressed because he showed his conditioning. You're going to tell me a guy who's never been in a main event, he's never been scheduled for 25 minutes. He's never gone 16 minutes. You're going to tell me his first time out he can do it? I would have to see that to believe it. You're telling me that he could be losing and come back and win, and the round that he wins happens to be the 5th, a round that he's never been in before? Unbelievable. I mean, unbelievable. This is what legends get made of. I've always been light on the idea, and I'll leave you with this. I've always been light on the idea to the point that I've even been argumentative, that if Teixeira wins, that Izzy gets an immediate rematch. I don't think so. If Teixeira wins, I believe Teixeira will come out and voice the story that that's 3-0, bring me some fresh blood. That's what I believe. After seeing Izzy win 20 minutes of a 23-minute contest, I'm not so sure. I definitely want to see a rematch. I at least want to see it. Will we do it right away? I mean, right, this is always tomorrow's problem.
Max Holloway also reacted to the finish, keeping it sweet and short. This sport, man. Meanwhile, a potential title challenger, Khamzat Chimaev, had more to say. Let me fight with this guy. 1 round finish him. Adesanya seems to have taken the loss in stride as he showed his humility afterward on social media. Quote, I love this game. Attacking titans like this one thrills me. Another chapter to Poatan. You won the battle yet again, but the war wages on. The hunter now becomes the hunted. The game's not over. Hashtag Law15, hashtag insert coin, hashtag play again, hashtag no wonder they made so many Saw movies. It is not clear what the future holds for Adesanya just yet, but signs are pointing toward an immediate rematch sometime in the first quarter of 2023. So we'll see if Adesanya can finally get his revenge on Pereira, or if Pereira really is his kryptonite. Now, if you enjoyed this video, then please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the little bell beside it so that you're notified the next time we upload a new video. And with that being said, you just watched the MMA World's reaction to the epic UFC 281 main event between Israel Adesanya and Alex Pereira. And we'll see you next time.